All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tim Kramer. I am with Brian the Grizzly, and we got Jason Entertainment back with
Well,
us. How you doing, Jason?
what's up,
What's
guys?
up,
Thank you so
man?
much, Tank. Thank you so much, Brian. I'm doing great, man. Can't wait to talk about Oppenheimer, man.
Yeah. So like Jason said, we're talking Oppenheimer today. Another Oscar-nominated film. Part of our Oscar prepness, getting ready for the big show. So we're gonna talk about this, if it deserves to win, where we're gonna rank it, and the performances, and is how we feel about this movie, and it being considered one of the best movies of last year. So before we get into it, I'm gonna have Jason do a quick shout out of his channel. So what you got, Jason?
Well, what's up, everyone? So my name is Jason Entertainment. You can find me at Jason Entertainment. So basically, my channel, I cover movie reviews. Also, sometimes I talk about football when there's international football going on, or soccer, like normally North America. and yeah, basically, sometimes I talk about anime. I'm going to have the games that made me season 1 coming in the end of the March, where I'm going to cover games that are part of my childhood. The first one will be Soul Calibur. So I can't wait for
Soul Calibur.
Yes.
Oh my
Soul
gosh.
Calibur. And also I tease what's the second one's gonna come. So yeah, basically that's it.
That's so
So
funny.
thank you so
Soul
much, guys.
Calibur, Soul Calibur 2. The reason I almost messed up in college my first semester.
Really? The first one and the Dreamcast, the OG.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that's great.
So here's the channel. Go check it out. I'm also gonna put a link up top and then a link in the description as well. So make sure you go check out Jason Entertainment. Again, we appreciate him. I know he joined us for our Halloween movies. So yeah, and then we're like, oh, we definitely gotta talk about Oscar stuff.
Thank you, man. It feels so great to be back, man.
Oh yeah, man. Anytime. But yeah, let's get into talking Oppenheimer. It's up for a bunch of, so many awards at this point.
I
but
mean,
just
is it well deserved? Is it well deserved? I believe so.
yeah, I think so. Box office wise, it was up against the #1 movie, Barbie, which is also
Yeah, Barbie,
nominated. And this movie, I believe by now it hit $1 billion.
It's still under
not,
$1
oh, did
billion.
it?
It's right close. It's still
right
under.
close?
Yeah, I think it's
like-
close. Yeah,
It's
very
like
close.
it's like 989 or something like that. It's something
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like it's right there at $1 billion.
It's right there.
Wow.
That's crazy. So box office wise, it's big. But Jason, I'll let you start off. Just what do you think about this movie? About all the performances and the story altogether.
Well, just like that, just like mini review, let's say like that. I think I was discussing this before, but I think like first of all, this movie, it's not my genre. I'm not really a like into war movies necessarily. So walking to this movie and seeing what Nolan crafted, I think it was very nice, especially for someone like I said, it's not in my interest. Then walking out of this movie and just feeling like this, I think it was one of the best with Barbie. Like they were the two best experience I had like last year. It was like I walk out of that movie, I think for 1 week I was still thinking about like, damn, okay, he did this, like the sound and things, the technical aspect and also the acting aspects. I'm like, wow, it was well done, I'm like, damn. Usually I'm not gonna say I'm not a huge fan of Nolan. It's just I enjoy his movies. I'm not really like, oh my god, like he's not my director, let's say like that. But this one, I'm like, dude, like you, like hands down to you, sir. Like you really did something great. I don't feel like rewatching it though. I just watched it once because I feel like this movie is kind of long, especially like I said, it's not really in my interest, war movies. So I'm not really into those type of movies, but I respect a lot what he did. And just for that alone, like I think it's well deserved what the nominations he had. So yeah, that's really how I feel. About the acting, I think Cillian Murphy really
Killed it.
He killed it. I mean, he's been killing it for a while, but this movie, I'm like, dude, like, wow, he really killed it. I know Emily Blunt has been nominated, and I'm just gonna say, like, that's maybe the only nomination. I'm not gonna say
it was a throw-in nomination.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, I think like she was good, but she wasn't like awesome. Like, especially to be nominated as a lead. Oh no, wait, was she a
supporting actress?
Supporting actress.
Yeah,
I almost feel like Florence
yeah.
Pugh might have been better than Emily Blunt.
There you go. I think, Florence Pugh. Yeah, I think Florence Pugh. So I don't know. I love Emily Blunt. She's a great actress, but it's just this one. I kind of feel like they just kind of pushed that. That's the only nom I think out of my head that I'm a bit like, I'm not too sure about that one. And I think the other ones, I'm pretty much agreeing that it deserves at least to be nominated.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I know we did talk about some of that. I'm gonna bring up what it's up for besides Best Picture.
Yep.
Leading actor, Cillian Murphy.
Yeah,
Supporting actor, Robert Downey Jr.
Downey Jr.
Emily Blunt was supporting actress. Cinematography, I believe, costume design,
and director.
directing,
yeah,
film
director.
editing, makeup and hair, music. There's like a few other ones. Production design, sound, writing, and I think that's about it. Yeah, which is surprisingly like not
Which is
visual
almost
effects.
all of them. That's
Yeah, like almost
Yeah.
all of the
It's definitely in almost all of the big ones,
Yeah.
except for leading actress, because there really wasn't one in this one.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's up for everything
Yeah,
big,
It's
which is
crazy.
kind of crazy. But
I think the closest one is the supporting actor because like that category, Sterling K.
Yeah.
Brown, like Mark Ruffalo, like Ryan Gosling, like
Mhm.
Robert De Niro, and like Robert Downey Jr. I think they all deserve that Oscar. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know that one. I think that's
Yeah.
for me at least, that's
Oh,
the
man.
closest one. I don't even know who to give it to. Like
I hope Sterling K. Brown gets that one, but you know
I
what?
would love that. Yeah, I would love Sterling
Mhm.
K. Brown. But I mean, like, I think like if they give it to either one of them, like I'll feel happy about it. I'm just like, yeah, I think everybody really in that category really deserves it. I just don't know who they're gonna pick, honestly.
Only one I'll be mad about is Robert Downey Jr. No, Robert.
mean,
I'm sorry, Robert
I
De
was
Niro.
just
Robert De
Robert De
Niro.
Niro.
I'm like, wait,
Robert De
Robert Downey
Niro.
Jr. was actually
Robert Downey Jr. was great. Robert De Niro, I was like, yeah, you don't deserve that. No, I'm okay. But that's
Yeah. Yeah, I think like from the five, I think Robert De Niro is probably my number 5 there.
Yeah. I mean, I think Robert Downey Jr. is the likely winner.
Yeah.
Even Sterling K. Brown, said
Sterling K.
he
Brown,
knows he's
yeah.
not going to win it. He even said I believe he said Robert Downey Jr. is going to win it. So
because he changed his entire look, everything he did. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
just his acting; it's the way he changed.
Yeah.
You saw a different person with him. So I think
Yeah.
you get props for that too.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. Like I've seen online some people actually saying like he didn't. They feel they didn't really do like something incredible. It was just okay. I'm like, oh, okay. They were like, it's kind of Robert Downey Jr. just doing his basic thing. And I don't know, what do you guys think about that? Do you really think like this was really one of like outstanding Robert Downey Jr. acting wise, or it was just more of the same, more in the comfort zone, but he kind of tried to go a different way? I don't know what you guys think about that.
I know Zach said that.
Yeah.
You go. What do you think about Tank?
No, I think he did. I mean, he has certain mannerisms and a speech pattern that it's hard to for him to probably get out of that.
Yeah.
But the way he acted was definitely you. It was a dude you wanted to be mad at the end of the movie, and I feel like you were mad at him and you kind of hated him. You're like, oh, you're an a-hole. And which I think he did a good job at that, and that's what I wanted. He wasn't Tony Stark. I didn't see Tony Stark when I saw him up there, and he played this really good, like a-hole kind of guy who was into politics and stuff like that. So yeah, I thought he did a really good job in that role for supporting actor. So what about you, Brian?
I think he played a congressman to the T. Like I literally did not like him at all. I thought that he was manipulative. All those things that you see that happen in politics, that's what he did. I mean, and he did it on different levels because this movie really took place in 1945. So he did it. Imagining like this is happening now, you'll know the dirty politics, but he's like an inventor of all this stuff that he was doing. So like I thought that was even better when you really dive deep into it, and his execution was great.
Yeah.
So I'm all for him.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm on the same page like that. Yeah, I think it was good. I really enjoyed. Like, I was frustrated with him at the end of the day, and that's what his character was meant to be. So I'm like,
Yeah. I know we already talked a little bit about Emily Blunt, and I agree with what you said earlier. I think Brian, you said that where Florence Pugh should have got that nom instead of Emily Blunt. Not saying Emily Blunt wasn't great, because she was good in this role where she was a powerful kind of spouse, but also angry. like she's like, I'm gonna stick by you, but I am. Man, when we get home, I'm gonna punch you so hard. Like,
Yeah.
like it was, and you
Oh,
felt bad for her, and there's
yeah.
times where they're going through things and it cuts to her, and you like it did show that she was a great actress, but this is
She
one of
was
Florence
very
Pugh's fake
reserved.
tests.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly, right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She was very
Emily Blunt had to
reserved.
be very reserved. I mean, but that would be the time, product of the time.
Yeah.
1945's a woman with a male who's dominant, in his work environment and all those things. She's taking the back seat, and I think she played that right. Everything she did is probably exactly how it's supposed to be done. Technically,
Mhm.
just it's not the powerful performance that I remember. Like I feel like you could put someone else in that same position that is technically as good as she is, and I would have got the same performance. I think Florence Pugh actually did like only Florence Pugh could have done it that way. So
Yeah.
and I think that's what has me think that should have been the person that was nominated for it. But it is what it is.
Yeah, because she played, I believe it was she was like a communist, I think,
Mhm.
Communist Party kind of thing, and she was able to be more of like loose with that role, because of the character she played, and I think she did a really good job with that. But I either way, I don't think Emily Blunt or Florence Pugh would win
Have a chance.
would have a chance, in that category with some of the other people in that category.
No.
But yeah, but some of the other categories it's in, film editing, makeup and hair. Oh, okay, whatever.
I think film editing, that's the only one. Maybe I see Killers of the Flower Moon for me, like maybe on top. Because like the way Killers of the Flower Moon was like edited, I remember it was really, really great. Like at least I remember it more than Oppenheimer. I'm not saying it's bad, Oppenheimer. It's just from the other categories I was watching Killers of the Flower Moon, I think that's the only one that maybe like they have a step over Oppenheimer, in my humble opinion, of course.
That's interesting because I'm thinking about the explosion and the atoms and all those things, and the way
that
they
was
incorporated and went back and forth. Like when you saw Cillian Murphy's eyes, and you can see the pain behind his eyes to go along with what's going on. They going with the bomb like that.
That was
the editing
great,
going back and forth. That's epic, and seeing the bomb blow up and seeing it through his irises, you can see the reflection in it. I mean those little small details are some of the things that made it epic to me.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And even like when you go down to it, like for me, just between Killers of the Flower Moon and Oppenheimer, they end in a way where you don't see the finale that you expected. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like saying Killers of the Flower Moon, you're expecting like a big court kind of thing, and people get in jail or people getting in trouble. You don't get that. You get that play thing that we get at the end, which I think a lot of people were upset about it, at least people that we talked to. But Oppenheimer, same thing. You don't get the bomb. You know what I mean? You get a version of it and you get things, but you still felt the presence of what happened with the bomb, where I was like, okay, here, like, everyone's cheering, and in his head, he hears the sounds and stuff like that. And
that was
and I was like, so I was like, the editing for me, especially towards the end of that film, was really, really interesting because you felt the power of what happened without it showing what happened, which is probably for the best, because I don't think anybody really
Because then
wants
you don't need to see that.
No, actually, like, now it's really coming back, like scene by scene. So I'm like, you know what, you guys convinced me. No, forget Killers of the Flower Moon. But because it is true. Like it was because when I was watching, I'm like, because I'm like, I feel like Killers of the Flower Moon might not win a lot of stuff. So I'm like, that's maybe just remembering like how they incorporate the sound, like the songs and how everything was edited. I'm like, okay, it's not bad actually. That I think it's the only category where I feel like maybe they're a bit like they have a step over Oppenheimer. But now with this, I'm like, oh no, forget it. No, it's true. That scene, like just that black and white where he was there, like everybody was clapping, but he was like, that's impressive. True.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I don't want to get too much into Killers Flower Moon because but I would say cinematography, because Killers and Oppenheimer are both up for that, and I can see cinematography going to Killers because it was shot beautifully.
Yeah.
You know, and I think the area and the time they were in, and you're seeing the countryside of like a Native American like reserve or reservation, and seeing all that, it looked gorgeous. It looked gorgeous at the time. You know, but yeah, but
I mean, I think it has another one personally, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, and then you know, directing.
You got something? Actress in leading role?
Who?
Well, Lily.
Oh my!
Oh,
No, well, that's because
yeah.
Flower Moon.
Yeah, but you just say like,
like,
the only one they think it would do. I was like,
no, when they're up against each other.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
because in the actresses, there's no Oppenheimer. That's why I'm like, when they're like facing each other. No, yeah.
I got you.
That one I know. Personally, there's one that I wish she wins, but yeah, we're going holdovers there. So I'm like, let's not. I'm trying to stick to Oppenheimer. I would love it. Holdovers.
I like your thought process though.
She almost made me cry. Almost made me cry. I'm like, dude. Oh, anyway.
But yeah, no, it's Lily's to lose at this point. I think she's
an actress.
Award. Yeah. Oh yeah. But I'm gonna finish off with Nolan. He's up for Best Director. He's also up against Anatomy of the Fall. He's up for Kill the Flower Moon, which Scorsese. Poor Things and Zone of Interest. I think he wins this one.
Yeah, I don't see how he loses it.
Yeah. That's the thing. Me too. I just the biggest name there is probably Scorsese, but his movie. I'm like, I don't think so. Like, it's just I don't think there's a way you can lose this one. Like, I didn't see Poor Things. Apparently they told me it's beautifully shot. It's very weird and everything, but
it's weird.
But it's just like you're going against Nolan. Like, it's just
Nah. A name like Nolan and Scorsese, you expect one of them to win for sure. You know, and now they're against each other, so it's like, ooh, who is better? And I think at least for this year, I think Nolan is better, and I think he wins it.
But would it be a shocker if Scorsese wins it? Like,
I think it would be. It would be.
I think a little bit. Yeah.
Like literally, he's like fourth on my list.
So. Yeah, me too. Yeah, for real.
Out of this bunch, You know, so. But like I said, I am a Nolan fan. I like a lot of stuff he does. You know, and Oppenheimer again is a really good a good example of why he's such a great director and storyteller. Like he knows how to make things impactful, you know. And that was one thing I was really like, how is Nolan going to tell the story of this, you know, world changing event without showing the actual event? And I thought he did it pretty well. Like actually really well.
I would say I think he almost perfect. Almost perfect. Like
yeah, that's true. That's like, if I can just add something, that was one thing that I was really impressed. I thought we were going to see, like, really, it was going to focus so much on the atomic bomb, but it doesn't really. The atomic bomb is an elemental of that movie. It's really like the life of Oppenheimer. Like, damn, that was wow. I was just like, wow, that's impressive, man. Like,
it's smart. It's very smart to do it that way.
Very smart, very impressive. Like, that's why I'm like, Nolan. Like, this movie is why he's a genius. Like, for me, I'm just like, Nolan. Seriously, wow. Like, kudos to you, man.
Yeah. But I mean, there's other categories, but we're just gonna focus on the main ones, stuff like that. But before we start finishing things up, I wanted to give a quick shout out to our contest, actually. So we're doing our Sporter Kings 2024 Oscar winner picks. So, the link is going to be in the description, so you can go and join. And all you do is pick who you think is going to win. We have, I think, 12 or 14 of the big categories, not every category. So you can go in and pick. And then whoever gets the most right is going to win a gift card. We'll probably do like a Fandango movie gift card or something like that. So, make sure you go. And I think you joined, right, Jason?
Yeah, I joined. Yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah. So
I can't change it though, because you guys made me change my vote. But it's okay. Hopefully, it's the only one I got wrong.
Yeah, we'll see. But it is a lot of fun. It does make watching the Oscars a lot more fun too, sure, especially if there's no.
Yeah, that's a really nice idea. Honestly, when I saw that, I'm like, dude, you guys made it like that's even like, because I know there's some people that recently they're really more into Oscars. Like me too, personally. I think it's been like 3 years that I'm like, okay, I'm really sure of watching the Oscars. I didn't used to watch the Oscars before, so this is just like, well, first of all, the community is more. I feel like we're gonna be more March. We're gonna be really close together to watch the Oscars, to talk about it. So honestly, kudos, guys, man. Seriously. Well, first of all, what you do for our community and just doing little things like this just brings us more together. So thank you, guys, man. That's really cool, man.
Yeah.
Before we
So
leave,
I mean,
I want to give credit to Tank because this is really his baby and the things that he's done with this. So that is really
Tank Kramer,
hands down. You know, he is the one. He's the man for this.
Yeah. Even the credit.
I don't give you enough credit. You need more credit. I need to give you more credit.
Nah, man. I'm good. I get. I don't like. Oh man.
Tank is like, okay, guys, go on.
Yeah, I know, right? No, but this is a lot of fun. You know, and then we you're kind of like watching this as you're kind of playing. Obviously, you know, me and Brian, you know, we're also big sports fans, so making something competitive is automatically more fun for us. But yeah, so go in there. It's free to join. All you have to do is be a subscriber of the channel. That's all you got to be, and then you can go in and join in on the fun with that. But yeah, I think that's it for Oppenheimer. Talking about it, you know, we talked about some of the major categories they're up for. Thank you, Jason. You want to give another shout out to your channel where they can find you at?
Yeah, so you can find me at Jason Entertainment. Also, you can find me on Instagram at Jason Entertainment 1, I believe. I don't use it that much, so I don't remember if it's 1 or something, but Jason Entertainment. And yeah, thank you so much, Thank you so much, Brian, for this, man. And yeah, it was really nice to talk about Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, keep an eye out for Jason on our channel too. We're gonna do another Oscar movie with him. But we appreciate him joining, appreciate you guys joining. So leave a comment down below, join our contest, and let us know what you think about Oppenheimer and its chances to win all these categories. But thank you, Brian, for joining on this one. But we appreciate everyone coming in. Thank you, and we will see you guys in the next Oscar review.